Hi, I'm Scott. I'm iVardensphere. A number of years ago, while on tour, we rolled through Pittsburgh, where I had the opportunity to meet a guy named Jim Semonik. Jim is a pretty awesome guy, and I think anybody that's ever met him will be able to tell you the same thing. Jim has a really intense story, a story about some of the things he's gone through. I had the opportunity to sit with Jim for a little while out on the street corner, and he told me his story. You can't help but feel it. Listen to what he has to say.
I'm here with Jim. I'm going to butcher your last name.
Semonik.
Jim Semonik. I'm here with Jim Semonik. And he's like one of the coolest promoters I've met. Seriously, ever. We're hanging out in Pittsburgh. And he just told me a story that was just fucking absolutely amazing. I'm going to butcher it if I tell you that too, so how about I let him tell you that?
First of all, I'm flattered that that you want me to do this. But first of all, I want to say that our scene never gets the any kind of recognition for anything positive, and I think that's bullshit. So I'm here to sort of tell you guys a story about how this kind of music saved my life. And a lot of you know who have picked up the Electronic Saviors disc, because I chronicled it in the essay that's in there. But in 2008 I was diagnosed with stage 2B colorectal cancer, and if it weren't for electro-industrial noise, any derivative or subgenre of this scene, I wouldn't be here. And if it weren't for guys like iVardensphere, Adversary, Isoloscope who are playing here tonight, I wouldn't be able to even be here. So I owe the scene my life for pretty much taking care of me through the worst part of my life. I had a foot and a half of my intestines removed, my large intestine, due to a stage 2B tumor in 2008. I wore an ileostomy bag for a while, did chemo, did radiation, which was brutal. I don't wish that on anybody that I would even have the slightest of dislike for, or my worst enemy. Because it takes everything from you. It takes everything. It doesn't allow you to live the life you want to live. And stay healthy, stay on top of everything that you have with your body, because it's really the only thing that you have in this life. You have your possessions, but that's meaningless whenever you're faced with something like this. And I lost my father in 2003, and that was like a pretty surreal experience. Do the same thing cancer has been in my family, and I think it's time that we do something about it. So if anybody out there wants to be involved with the Electronic Saviors project, I'm working on a second volume. I want to do a third one too. But it makes no sense not for everybody to be involved with this. That is remotely involved in the scene or listens to it as a fan of it. Everybody should be doing something. This disease is too much of a threat to humanity. And if it weren't for our scene, which for the most part is usually recognized for any negative or drama, a lot of infighting, motor wars, DJ wars. In the end, it's really not worth it to stress your body, stress your mind over that sort of thing. I survived chemotherapy, but barely, and when I came home from the hospital after a pancreatitis attack, my pancreas got inflamed and almost burst. and I came home. This was when Saviors was just an idea, really. I first got the idea for Saviors was talking to Eric Powell from 16 Volt at a show in the summer of 2008, like right when I finished chemo. The first round of chemo. I talked to him about it. I had lost 30 pounds. I looked miserable. I hadn't been that thin since high school because I just couldn't eat. It was the worst, absolute worst experience. And when I came home from the hospital, which at that point was January, there was a message in my inbox from Jared Lausch from ChemLab about being part of Saviors, and he has been such a big influence on me that I started to take the project a little more seriously. I, at that point, only had about 3 submissions. That first year that I was battling this, luckily I had insurance that covered everything. But the second year, when I had to go back for scans and tests, my health insurance had jumped 72%. We had to take on a $2,500 deductible, and I really couldn't afford to pay $2,500 out of my own pocket. So when we went on tour to support the CD, and Metropolis Records being the amazing label that they are, Dave Heckman signed this thing, which was like a dream come true for me to see this in stores like Best Buy and Hot Topic is
sporting the shirt.
Oh yeah, that's an old one, but showing my age with that. But no, I mean they're amazing, and all the artists are amazing, and I really like dealing with each band on an individual level, because you really come to realize how special people really are, and I get a little teary-eyed talking about this stuff, but no.
It doesn't get any more personal than 2 guys hanging out on a street, man.
yeah, no, man, and it's just I wish that more people made that kind of connection instead of taking each other for granted a lot. And this music is so much more powerful than most people realize that it is. It might not be the most popular, but man, it has the power to save lives, and I'm living proof of that.
Fucking
and maybe it's other genres of music for other people. But I gotta really hand it to all of the artists that have gotten me through the whole experience, and all of these wonderful bands that I've had. I'm really lucky to have the experience of working with, because if not, I probably wouldn't be here. Stay on top of your health and don't eat crap. And, cherish the moments with the ones that you're with, because you might not have that tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, whatever band you're in, small, big, the biggest, fucking give this guy a call. All right?